Pine City. Well now, let's go ahead and get this one started. Windy, isn't it? So today we're going to do a little hike in Joshua Tree, a second hike that we're doing, and we are having fun, the three of us, checking this out right now. Hey, yeah, really. Probably yeah. Yeah. Even I can't go through that. Temperature is about 61 degrees and it is a bit windy, so we're expecting the temperature will drop to about 38 at night. We'll see how bad it gets. But we're all going to do well, so we're going to discover another aspect of Joshua Tree. This is going to be more miles. This is almost 4 miles in, so this is another one of these great hikes. If you've not discovered, you've not been out, you want to really get your hiking legs, your backpacking legs started, this is just an awesome place. And I gotta thank Jewel for a great idea. And I gotta pay attention to the road.
I wanted to share this hike because the actual trail is great for beginners. It's less than 2 miles and just enough elevation change to make it a challenge. And along the way, the Desert Queen Mine offers glimpses into a bygone era of claim jumpers and gold fever. The park is known for its unique yucca plants known as Joshua trees, and they are everywhere. The rocky formations here are so bizarre, and many of them are easy to climb. Just be careful. Everyone should visit this place at least once. Just keep in mind, you need to get a permit to visit.
Yeah, a little roller coaster.
You just sit down, like, that's crazy.
Joshua trees are only one of many different species of yucca plant, which is a relative of the asparagus. Keep in mind, yucca plants are not the same as yuca or cassava, which is a popular food in Latin American cuisine. Yuccas rely on a little moth to propagate, and in the case of the Joshua tree, this moth can only exist at elevations between 1,300 and 5,900 feet. As for animals, there are foxes, bighorn sheep, owls, and eagles. There are bats in the caves, but you can only see them in the evenings and at night. There's also a few tarantulas, and if you're lucky, you might even see a desert tortoise. There are also snakes, but by far the most common critters we saw were lizards, and some were pretty big.
Oh, like a little staircase. Now I have to be careful so that I don't slip. Yeah. Yeah, no. We'll all going together. There's the trail. You're good. Oh. Imagine how small this cave must be. Even I fit poorly in it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? Oh my God.
We're all filming. We found the entrance.
No,
Oh,
it's a false
cave.
entrance.
Oh. False entrance.
Yeah. Let's check it out.
Does it get deeper?
Yeah. Well, no.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I passed the trail up. I passed it by 50 to 75 feet. It's no biggie. That's what exploring is all about anyway. I don't know. You know, once you're on it, on the trail, it like starts to become obvious. I would not be surprised if this over here is the trail. Look. It looks like that is. Where I'm going, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's the. This was like a fork here. So here where the cave was where it went that way.
I was right. Why did I second guess myself? You were going up this way. And I'm like,
Yeah, I should have listened to you, man. Okay. Ah, interesting. This is, I think, what they call the Boulder House. So this is the Boulder House from the inside. Now, you can come and visit, but you're not supposed to be messing with stuff, which I agree. You know, leave it for other people. You can't camp in here either, so they got little signs there, so just in case any of you have got ideas. This is kind of like a little museum, I guess. Does it go deeper? Just a little bit. Ooh. Check this. There's like a little pit in there. And all the old pots and pans. You're late to the party, man.
I know. Just glad I was invited. Dude.
Jewel and John are gonna go hike, or they're gonna set up their tents back there about 75 feet behind me, where it's a little windier. I found this little like windbreak part. They're gonna hate me when they find out how much quieter it is over here. No, but I'm gonna test it out. So let's go ahead and set up right here.
A windy day is the second hardest weather in which to set up a tent. Only heavy rain would be worse. If you've seen my previous Joshua Tree adventure, you'll see it took me about 20 minutes to set up, while this time, it took me more than 30 minutes, mostly because the wind kept tossing my poor shelter around. Now, another mistake I made was not checking the ground. When I first laid the tent out, I thought the ground was soft enough, but when I drove my stakes, I learned the boulders were hidden under a shallow layer of sand. I should have kept looking for better soft sand, but instead I broke one of my tent stakes. I also spent a bit of time moving my tent around just to see if I could find a better angle where the wind would not move it around so much. But in the end, I decided it wasn't going to make a difference, so I anchored it in the original position as I felt this was the least terrible option. Well, at least tonight will be a lesson in windy camping.
That's the clothing and stuff for the cold. And this is just the backpack outside. Now to see if it's going to survive the night. I think it will. There's really only one, which was the bad one over there. I even broke the stake. Because that's everything else though seems pretty good. So, how well will it survive? Well, we'll find out. John, how's your tent coming along? Hey, I was struggling, like this wind doesn't let you, does it? I thought I was going to be the last one because I thought it was taking me forever. But this wind is just not a friend to anybody. This wind is not a friend to this, is it? I don't blame you. What? I did too. I can't imagine how much you were. Yeah. Well, you're almost done at least. I got one here. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure because I broke one of mine. Yeah.
You don't need it.
Yeah, I'm good. Okay, well, let me get back to mine. So it's starting to get windy and cold. I'm estimating it's probably about 40 degrees right now. And it's the wind that's really causing the effect. So that's why I have put on my balaclava. I've even got my deerskin gloves. So these are for the snow. So, and I also put on my underwear. So those long johns. I think I should be okay. Down to about the mid-30s. Although who knows? Tomorrow I will tell you. Right now, as you can tell, the sun is probably about 10-15 minutes away. So we will see.
That is gorgeous. The sky's like 9 different colors.
All of the world looks upside down.
like it. It's cheese as well. It's nice little. Oh, sweet. Right?
Okay, so it's about almost 8 p.m. The sun set about 45 minutes ago. So as you can imagine, I'm in the tent. The wind has finally died down a bit. As I just go to show you, there's the door over there. I am here just to show you what it's like to do a little backpacking. It is not as bad in here, but the temperature is about 49 degrees. I'm sure it's going to drop at least to 39, so we'll see. I've got my balaclava and I've got my backpack or my sleeping bag. It's not a winter sleeping bag. This is a summer sleeping bag. But I do also have a liner. So we'll see how I survive. I will tell you in the morning. But so far, right now, I'm just going to go ahead and start to wind down. Probably read my book for a little bit. And probably doze off and see if I can catch the sunset in the morning. So we will see you tomorrow. Okay, so I thought I'd give you an update. It is midnight. And I've been in this tent for about almost 4 hours. I got in about 8. So check that out. It is windy as hell. I can't sleep. I am used to the fact that when I go backpacking, my sleep is going to suck, but this time it's even worse. The wind has been blowing this tent, and I went outside and the tent stakes are all blown off. So the only reason the tent's not flowing away is because I'm in it. Other than that, though, the temperature probably in the low 40s. I don't know. I'll check later, but it's not super bad. That's actually not the worst part. Actually, the only thing that worries me is at some point I'm like, if this thing blows hard enough, it'll blow the top thing off, and then I'm going to be in real trouble. But I did tie it down a bit, so hopefully that is not a problem. But just to give you an idea of how, yeah, it's tough. But I'll be honest, that's also why you shouldn't do this if you're not understanding that you're going to face some challenges and it's going to suck. You go here partly to embrace the challenge. You know, it is difficult. This isn't a nice 5-star hotel room by any means. You came here, now embrace the suck. So, doesn't matter. It's windy, very windy. There you go. It's half out. And look, there's the moon. There's the sun, and my fingers are freezing just holding the phone. The guys are down there. I think they found a different way over there. I am on the rocks at the top of the rocks here. That's where I thought they were at, so I guess, look at that. Sunrise. And at least according to me, it was 5 minutes early. Wow. And you know what the weird thing is? I did not want to get my ass out of here. Once I got up, I'm like, you know what? Screw the sunrise. It's too damn cold. I don't want to get out of here. But you know what? At some point, you also, I can't explain it. Maybe it's the same thing that gets me to run. It's just, you know what? Yeah, it is. It's uncomfortable, but I came here to see this kind of stuff. I don't love punishment, and this is punishing, but it's also beautiful. Yeah, windy. And that wind is what makes it even colder than what it is. Ooh, my nose has been running like a faucet. But we are getting out. carefully here. Okay. We're on our way out. It is still cold.
Now that we're reaching the end of our adventure, wow, I didn't expect wind to affect the hike so much, but it did. It took me much longer to set up my tent, and even then, the wind knocked all the stakes out. I mean, if I didn't remain in the tent, the wind would have blown it away. It would settle down for a few minutes, but actually got worse around midnight, and even in the morning it was quite loud. So, what lessons did I learn? Well, next time I'm going to bring bigger stakes and look for an area with softer sand. I also forgot to use the additional guy lines to further tie down the tent, so next time I will batten down the hatches fully.
Man. Yeah!
Regardless, part of why we go backpacking is to challenge ourselves, and as long as we're not in any danger, a little suffering is not so bad. After all, we get to joke about it later on.